Hello, my friends. It's me, Rebecca Robeson with Robeson Design. So what are we going to do? I'm going to take you back to the Del Mar home, one of my favorites of this past year, and I'm going to actually take you and walk you through each room individually. This is a compilation of the best of the Del Mar house, including never before seen footage of The Office. Yes, The Office. It needed to be done, trust me. When they bought the house, of course, they decorated when they first moved in. But it's actually been 14, 15 years since then. So even though it was beautiful in its time, it was really ready for an upgrade and an update and a change. And so was the family. And so was Bingo. So let me show you what this entry looked like before I got here. Oh yeah, we need a high five because I've trained you. This is the entryway to this home, and we put in, I designed this door, amazing new front door. It's actually metal. We bought this at Furnitureland South. The client was with me and she fell in love with it as well. We got this at a gallery in La Jolla, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's an original. We've got this guy. This has always been a problem and challenging column for our clients, and I'll tell you why. This baseboard came around here, but see how it steps down? What do you do with baseboard like that? I don't like it when they go like this and they seem to just miss each other. I like it when baseboard looks consistent all the way around. Welcome to your new home. The client had a lot of red and gold and green. It was great at the time, but with times that change, it was time for something new. One of my favorite things to do is to do the 4 chairs that face each other in a living room. The backdrop behind me is what used to be a fireplace, a small, typical fireplace. We actually had the wall furred out 6 inches forward and covered completely in this gorgeous chevron tile. So you're gonna see in this house, I do a lot with gold and silver. Take a look at this gorgeous coffee table. It's an octagonal, which is perfect for these chairs, right? Because there's a flat side to each one.
That is
so perfect.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
How do you put that up there?
Oh my God. There were 4 or 5 guys that were having to, I was one of the guys.
Were you on
up
top?
on scaffold. I was on top. We were teetering. It's a dandy burst. That was a good one, cameraman. This is a silver bowl on the outside and gold brass on the inside. Again, gold and silver together. The anchor is the rug that we had made from Aja Rugs. I actually got to pick out the exact palms. Palms are the actual threads that they use to make rugs. I could pick out my entire color scheme and make this exactly what I wanted. This is a perfect light fixture to drop into this room. Isn't it cool?
This is unbelievable.
And then this is another great piece of furniture that brought in my dark wood. I've used that on my entryway piece as well. And then this. Oh. This is actually a bar. And oh, what's that? Well, we probably found something we've been looking for. Let's start with the before pictures. How about that red ceiling, huh? I think I took the pan that was already architecturally in this room and made it into something really special. I had Oscar build me an X in the ceiling, knowing in advance what my light fixture was gonna be. It looks like it's so custom done, and guess what? It is. Oh, yeah. These are almost better than the original bocce balls. You guys have seen my La Jolla project. Well, this is like a version of that. It's not even made by bocce, it's actually made by fine art. We added the transoms above the windows. Look at the before pictures. These windows looked so short. So by doing this and putting new casements around them and new transoms, I was able to take my window treatments up to the ceiling, and it looks much bigger, much more impressive windows. Well, what are you gonna run down a long table that's not gonna get in the way of your place settings? I came up with an idea. Now this is pretty custom, but I think you could make your own version of it yourself. We should move on to our succulents. So you like it a lot?
I like it a lot.
He likes it too much
I
to
like
touch
it so much I don't want to touch it.
Rebecca, I can't even believe it. Oh my God, this is so fun. I'm not gonna cuss on the camera.
Can I just say, probably my favorite room in the entire house. The colors are so vibrant and so amazing, but still very warm. So pretty. Do we love it? Look at what the fireplace looked like before, you guys. What do you think? Leave me a comment. Was this an improvement? I think so. And look at the ceiling. Have you noticed the ceiling? The ceiling is shiplap, guys. White shiplap that not only comes in here, but it goes outside, and I'm gonna show you that in a second. But look at this sofa. And, oh gosh, there's so much, and I'm like in a hurry because my clients are gonna be here pretty soon. This bookcase completely wraps this sofa. This was all custom, guys. They don't make it like this. They make a sofa with a bookcase behind it, but I turned it into a sectional and made it way bigger, and they had to especially make it, and then we got this. This is where Bingo is going to, he's going to reside right here in this little spot, and he's going to have a view of all of the people he loves. I should get a picture of myself and put it in there because he really loves me a lot. Here's what I loved. Beyond all of the drywall and the French doors, there was an amazing backyard back there. And I thought, goodness, why don't you guys open this whole thing up and bring the outdoors in? And boy, did we. Not just French doors and not just sliding doors, but doors that literally makes this into an indoor, outdoor room. Look at this. We have an outdoor dining area. And I'd like you to come over this way first. There is something that I really want you to see.
Really good.
No, don't look out that way, look out this way.
Unbelievable.
And look at that. That was the piece of art that I started with and then decided the color scheme out here from that. The hot pink, orange, and then black and white. You can live inside, you can live outside, you can do both. But what if you said to yourself, well, it's kind of loud with that fountain on? Well, here's what you could do. And I designed it to have the black in between so they actually look like windows. And then look over here, guess what we have? We have outdoor s'mores. New chaise lounges over here with the black and white and the orange and the pink and the orange umbrellas to add that new freshness of color. But do you see what I see? Right there.
Rebecca, I'm never gonna leave my house.
I'm not either. I love it. Okay, guys, let's go on to the next part of our tour. We also worked on a guest bedroom, which was downstairs.
Holy
crap. We replaced the furniture with the client's existing master bedroom furniture. This is actually a 4-poster bed, but it had the top canopy piece to it too. We took that off. We had Oscar ghost coat this in an espresso to make it a little bit more modern. This is an inexpensive piece of art that I found online. It added the texture to the wall that I needed. Here's the reason I use pendant lights. Well, I do it for various reasons, but the biggest reason is very small nightstands. Now, this could have had a much bigger nightstand, and if I was buying brand new furniture, that's what I would have done. But these are the nightstands that came with the client's master bedroom furniture, so we had these ghost coated to reuse them as well. It frees up all of this tabletop space not to have a lamp on top of your table.
Fantastic.
I love that.
These are some really neat wood carved panels where they basically stain this in a really dark stain, but it's a light wood underneath, and then they carve the pattern of the tree out. We did pleated drapes on the side and a soft Roman shade down the center. The best part is how it looks with the bathroom. This is 3 different types of tile. This is a mosaic that has a mother of pearl shell in it. And then behind that, the same thing that we put on the floor, which is another mosaic that has the Calcutta gold and Carrara marble mixed in together. And of course, this awesome acrylic handle to the shower door. Now, I also did some great shelves here with the chrome base, new faucets, new, bathroom stuff. I love these lights on either side of the sink. I actually cut out the toilet paper holder and recessed it into the cabinet. So if you look inside this cabinet here, you'll see this little pop out here of wood. That's because the toilet paper is recessed inside the cabinet.
You better turn up.
Wow.
Rebecca, this is unbelievable.
This powder room actually was a full bath before we made it into a powder room. It had a shower in it, a very small vanity, and a typical toilet. The problem was the shower didn't work and no one had used it for about 12 years. And I said to them, do you really need it to be a shower? Can we actually use that space more efficiently? Is this the room that's gonna make you cry? Come on. As you walk in, now we have the space and the room for this wide, gorgeous, very contemporary vanity. The top of the vanity, instead of being stone, it's actually wood, but it has layers and layers and layers of acrylic on top of it so that water will not hurt the top of this. We put in a privacy screen. We actually recessed behind the toilet an area where we could put a shelf and put this very pretty orchid. But this sink is solid alabaster.
This is mastic to the
It's mastic to
Oscar's
this
thing?
box, yes, that keeps
Is
it
it a wooden box?
absolutely 100%. It's fine.
It's not gonna fall
Not
down.
only that, it has a channel down here, a metal channel
Okay.
that it fits on, that it sits on.
And is
So,
the metal channel attached to anything or just?
nope, just good luck and prayers.
Cause a scene, make some trouble, baby. I live it. That's my true love.
So coming up this staircase is kind of a pleasure, to be honest with you. This railing that Luis did feels so good on the hand. And I love this light fixture, don't you? It's got the gold and the silver, which sort of gets the story told as to what you're going to see up here in this part of the house. I chose a very neutral color for the walls up here. This is where they wanted to have their family photo gallery. Each one is spaced perfectly apart, and I created a pattern. So I can't wait to show you how the master suite turned out. And I want you to leave me a comment. Let me know. Do you think our clients are going to be surprised and excited when they see their new master suite? I knew right right away that getting rid of the carpet and the rocks and the other carpet was going to make a big difference. So now when you enter this bedroom, it's a little more of a wow, I would say. Welcome to your new master bedroom suite. Grayson did this oversized, gorgeous forest painting for us.
Wow, Grayson.
On either side are sconces, wallpaper behind that, and then the existing columns that were here, I had them paneled in wood. I think all of my subcontractors did such a great job. One of the things I absolutely love in a master bedroom is hardwood floors. And this hardwood flooring all the way through to the exercise room, which was cut up by different kinds of flooring before.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe this is our bedroom.
Atop this beautiful wood floor, we had a custom-made rug done by Aja Rugs. This was so fun. We went to La Jolla to see it in real life. The rug was so big, we actually had to take it out on the sidewalk in front of the store because we couldn't even look at it inside the store. All kinds of people were stopping. I should have had my cards with me, right? I also arched this particular entry into the bedroom. Now the one over here where the closet is already was arched, but this side was a rectangle. Brought that together, gave it a little more softness and more symmetry. This was just an open ceiling before, and now we have added the beams. And I think the beams bring so much architecture into the location and make it look very, very custom. Then at the foot of the bed, two very gorgeous occasional chairs in a charcoal velvet fabric. They face each other. And not to mention, there is like ladders out of every window in this house. I'm like, God, I wish my parents would have loved me that much. If there had been a fire from the upper floor, they would have said, it's a good thing you believe in Jesus. Jump. In the center, go from the center. Okay, or the side. This is kind of a cool thing. So when you have an arched opening and you want to put a curtain there so you can have some privacy, how do you make an arched curtain? Well, I cut up into the arch and made like a channel, and these curtains right here actually go back and forth. Is that cool? But yep, it's up there and it looks arched when it's closed, right? This arch was here and that arch was there, but they weren't paneled, they were just drywall. But you know what was here? A mirrored wardrobe door, and here another mirrored wardrobe door. So this whole part in the middle was just a walkthrough. But look at this. These are those pull-out shelves for shoes.
I have a lot of shoes.
Yes, you do.
I need to do a shoe
you have a lot of
They all fit
clothes.
perfectly.
They're really.
You know what happened? Mia's clothes got mixed in with mine.
You're kidding. Oh, I hope it's not all her clothes that I thought were so cute.
It's entirely possible. So I'm looking.
In this master bathroom, this room was done, a lot done before we got here. So we didn't do much except change out some of the lights. We actually added this wood paneling across here, which was just drywall before. And then come here. Come here. It's all three of us, come on.
My mom
Weird.
sent that.
Our clients used this room before as an in-home office space as well as a place to do some exercising. In this room, I added the beams, but we also added mirror on this back wall, which is really kind of makes that space feel so much larger. We bought our client a new desk, and then we had this piece of art commissioned. Oh, I forgot to tell you, over by the window treatments in there, we added dark shades that are on a remote. This one's on a remote too, so just bzzz. All right, you want to see this? This is the best part. This is what we added. I mean, it's already great, right? There's actually a best part yet to come. And that is, this used to have a small balcony. I'd say it was probably 4 feet deep. Once we added the downstairs, we were able to create an upper terrace. This used to be just a sliding glass door, but now this is actually a disappearing wall. These are skylights that are accessible down below to bring in light, but look, I can just, you know, walk all the way across and I have no problem or fear of falling in. That's amazing, don't you think? Have you ever seen skylights you can walk on before? Heck, I could dance on it if I wanted to. I don't particularly want to right now. Does this look a little unsafe? Well, for those of you that have already left a comment, because I know you have, that just seems unsafe up there without any railing. There is railing that's coming. It is about this tall, and it is thick, solid glass, frameless, and it will go all the way along here. I mean, the kids are on their way over to see it for the first time. You think they're going to be excited?
Yes.
All right.
They're not going to even, because we saw this in stages.
Right.
The last thing they saw was our old house.
Oh my
They
gosh.
haven't been here in like
They
6 months.
Coming.
Okay. One of them is going to pee. She's so excited. The other ones are worried that it's too nice.
Love it! I love, oh my god, this is like my future dream house. Like,
She is me.
oh my god.
In here, this is such a fun space. Now before, I believe the walls were yellow. It was really a large space, and it was maybe not put together as efficiently. And more importantly, it wasn't so much that, it was that the kids were not little babies anymore. Are you getting tears?
Oh my god. This is so cool.
This used to be a white built-in in here that housed all these like tons of games and kids stuff. I think it was probably one of those things where mom spent most of her time putting everything away on those shelves. We had a custom chalkboard made with that reclaimed wood frame from Artware. Then I came up with this idea of putting these lights in here, Edison bulb lights. You'll notice that there's some small square windows in here. They're 24 by 24 inches. In my opinion, from a design perspective, they were randomly placed. I had Oscar create a frame around the windows like a casement, and then he built me more frames. And then over here, there will be a large piece of art that will go there. We don't have it yet. Their older daughter is an artist, and so she's going to be doing some of the paintings, and they will go in these individual frames eventually, making it very, very personal and very real. And look, we put the brick back there too to make it fun. If this was my house, I might do the design sessions from here. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, you could play PlayStation. Is that PlayStation or is that Nintendo? Does anyone play Nintendo anymore? How about Game Boy? Got a Game Boy? Mario?
I'm never leaving this house. I always I'm never home. I'm staying here now. My friends will come here.
Our clients have 3 teenagers, 1 boy and 2 girls. The 2 youngest had their rooms done such a long time ago that they asked us to include that in the remodel of their home. So let's take a look at the brother's room. His room is a little bit of a step up. In this house in Del Mar, they had a son who shared a bathroom with his sister. They said, you know, if he could just have a sink where he could brush his teeth, wash his hands, and someday shave, that would be really cool.
You have your little sink thing. I don't have to share a bathroom.
And then we even cut out right here, as we often do, under sinks, so the plumbing can still go through, but you can still use the drawer. We did, on the back wall, we did tile, and then there's stone granite right here for the countertop. But look at this fun square sink, and then we hung this silver mirror right above. And just so you know, this is wood, right? Well, here on the sides, left and right, Oscar covered it in glass. So there's glass here so that if there's any like water all over the place, it's going to be protecting this wood. So this is going to be really nice for our client's son. Can't wait for him to see it when he walks in tonight. There are 2 teenage girls in this household, and this one is the older one. She's going away to college next year. So we did just a few slight things using her originally decided on taste, artwork, things that she's actually painted herself. I believe these are hers.
Oh, I love this. I love this.
And she had this kind of a thing. She wanted a really cool chair for her room. I came across this really fun poof, bohemian looking fabrics all put together. And then from Anthropologie, I bought some additional bedding for her, added her existing quilt that she used to have, but I added some more bedding to fluff it up and make it look more luxurious. This is going to be for her to put her own pictures of her travels, her friends, her family, whatever she wants. We didn't put anything in them, but the concept of the gold pegs and the lucite, and then the photograph fits right in between.
All of them so nicely.
I know. And then we had this really fun fabric because we took her tassels and her color scheme, and we had this done in a great dye along the bottom just to add some color and some emphasis and some interest in the curtain in her room. You ready to see her bathroom? I gotta say, I love her bathroom. I love both of the girls' bathrooms, right? But wait till you see this one. This is so cool.
Oh, this is so nice.
So I gotta say, I absolutely love this girl's bathroom. We stayed with the tile being really light and white-ish, but we did the dark stain on the vanity and all of the, surrounding wood-like areas.
When we said we're just going to do this real simple with just subway tile.
Yeah. Well, hello,
much
it's
better
Subway. I mean, it's in a nicer area of Manhattan, but it's Subway. All of her hardware and her finishes are in the gold. There's several different golds in here. You'll find it's hard to get everything to be the same, but I kind of like to mix things up anyway. The medicine cabinet was small, I didn't hold enough. I said, let's just get rid of that. Let's put some shelves in there, and then we tiled all the way around it. And then I bought her these little acrylic things. She can put all of her products in here, and they fit perfectly on the shelf. This is her little niche for her soap and things. And look at this amazing tile. So this is expensive tile, and we didn't want to use a lot of it because of the expense. So one of the things I do is I use it sparingly in a very noticeable location. So I think this is just, it's enough to get the point across and make it cool, but not so much that it was, out of the reach of the budget. This is a Subway tile that changes the pattern from a smooth, kind of a satiny look to what I call corduroy. It's ribbed. So this tile, it makes noise, listen. Yep, that way you can, I don't know, rap or something while you're taking a shower. And do you guys like the gold? Leave me a comment below and let me know. Are you into the gold? Shall we get a little snack before we go on? Sure. Because I'm starving. And for the Jack and Jill bathroom, remember the son and the middle daughter shared a bathroom together. So before the tile stopped here, I asked the client if I could just tile the whole wall and put the granite on top here so this granite and this granite match each other. Jeremy at Artware made us custom mirrors for all of the bathrooms, but look at this vanity. I think this is the cutest thing ever. I've never seen one like this before. These are new on the market, but look how that goes open there. And then here, this drawer, and then it's cut out for the pipes. Over here, you've got that, and then right here you have another, but look at it, it's all like scored, and yet they're all usable. It's just the cutest thing ever. And then look at this. I love it when the light hits this bowl. Isn't that just gorgeous? This is onyx. And when the light comes through and hits that, you can see all the details of the onyx. Oh, so pretty. I can't wait to show you. Take a look at the before pictures. Yeah, it was white. We kept it white, but we did so much more.
I don't wanna change who you are.
Oh my God.
Always one step too far.
Rebecca, she's gonna die.
Wow.
She is gonna love this.
Take a look at her desk area. This is so fun. This is one of those collages that I love to do, and I talked about this in the design session on art and 3D art.
And you can put
So
pictures
you
in
can
these,
put your
whatever
own pictures
pictures
in
you
these.
want.
Love this little white desk, kind of a mid-century modern look. And look at this throw I found. It's an ombre velvet. And then at Home Goods, I found this area rug that brought in the colors of the main flooring rug and the blue and the turquoise. And I thought, oh, that is so cool.
I don't wanna change who you are.
I gave her some fun dirty clothes hampers, but they don't have to look like dirty clothes hampers, but they are. And are they not cute? And you know what's in here? Yep, it is a curtain that closes off her clothes.
I don't have to fold my clothes.
Well, you do a little bit.
Guess that we should tear aside.
I'm never leaving my house again. Love you. I'm hugging you too. I'm hugging everyone. I'm so happy.
All three of the kids did not know that any of these renovations were going on in their rooms. They thought it was all the other parts of the house. They had no idea that their bathrooms and their bedrooms were getting completely redone.
Oh my God, it looks like we're at like a resort.
So great.
Is it?
Yes.
You
Yes,
love it.
I love it.
You love it.
This includes never before seen footage of the final room we did for these clients, because I went back and you know what I did? I did the home office, and let me just say, it needed to be done. You know how it is? You change everything in your wardrobe except you keep your shoes because you used to think they were great, and then when you get your new outfit on and you go back and you look at your shoes, you go, those shoes need to be changed. That's what this was. It was a shoe change. First off, let me just say, I've been in the middle of an install. I worked last night until midnight and was up at 3:30 this morning to be at the job site at 6. So something had to give, and it was me. The clients had always, from the very beginning, left the office out. They came around, and they came around about 4 months before we finished the project. Not enough time to do this whole remodel here. So we did it as a phase 2. As it is right now is what the client did, which is perfectly fine. But then she asked me to come in, and I thought it was perfect timing because of the design sessions being about accessorizing. So I'm going to show you not getting all brand new stuff, but how we can take what the client already owns and use it to our benefit. So my question is this: if I'm here to make this look amazing, I need to know what my boundaries are. Okay, so that we're going to finish this conversation, and then we're going to go to your boundaries.
For me, I just care about my book collection.
I want you to pull out whatever doesn't have to be in there, so I have some room to do something. So if I kept things with, oh, don't put those back. Good Lord. We got you that big old nightstand, right?
And I don't garden.
You don't garden? Well then, good Lord, we could get rid of a lot of, if we go in here. You got so liberated, you got silly.
I don't learn French, but I did once.
This is just empty, for goodness sake.
Yeah,
The Declaration of Independence. She has the Constitution in here. This is an intervention. Beat the dealer. Oh, I could have used him.
Secret.
He knows how to do that? What I think I need to do is clear everything out of here. Now that we've kind of got the lowdown of what they want and don't want, or need and don't need, I'm gonna clear this out so I can start from a clean slate, because this is like a little overwhelming. This is actually supposed to be a decorative little thing, but size of his chin seems to fit just right. Books, and I think we should start with that shelf that has the most books. The client told me he had a stack, actually tubs of Mad magazines that he had collected since he was a young boy and never had displayed. He just carried them from home to home to home. And I said, well, I will design something that will hold your magazines. I have some kind of like supplies that I use a lot when I'm accessorizing. One of them is a plate stand. So part of the master suite includes a home office. Once you walk into that entry area here with that gorgeous painting that Grayson did, if you turn to the right, you end up right here in this space. I think this home office really is a perfect example of how built-ins can be so different and your style can be so different. Here, it's all about the family and the memories and history. My challenge here was I did need to include a lot of books. They're books, and they're not all hardbacks. A lot of them are paperbacks. I find that very challenging because paperbacks are so colorful and so messy looking. What I've done is I have grouped things by color. Some of the books I have laying flat. Some of them are standing. Some of them are angled, but there's just like a gradual flowing from shelf to shelf.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Rebecca, it looks great.
Oh,
You
wow.
think?
Oh, this is awesome. This is way better than I did.
Does it make you happy when you sit in your office?
I'm so happy. Oh yeah. It brings me back to my childhood.
Do you? Good.
Oh, what a great idea.
See, that's what we need to consider doing, is going shopping in places like that for the future.
Yeah.
Oh, we finished your house.
Oh, too bad.
Could I interest you in a summer home? At the top, we have your books from school.
Yeah.
And then again, some of these small decorative items in metals. And here's why I did white down here. So there's only one light up here. And it goes down through glass, but the more solid stuff you put here, nothing gets down here. So by doing the light and the white down here, it still shows. If I had put any dark stuff down here, it would have been a black hole.
Oh, this is awesome.
Good.
Super awesome.
I'm glad you like it. Yay.
Thank you.
You are so
Yeah.
welcome. So what did you think of the project? Isn't that a great family? Well, we feel like we made a huge difference, and I tell you what, I've been over there a number of times and I just love it. So remember this, we love it when you give our videos a thumbs up. It means a lot to us. Also, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our uploads. And let me remind you to go to my website and check out the design sessions. You can join at any time and you can watch at any time. They are for you and they are the best deal since sliced bread. I promise. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.